Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Astrology Dome. And today I'm going to talk to you about the new moon in Pisces. This new moon is going to take place on March 2nd at 9:35 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it's going to take place at 12 degrees Pisces. First of all, look it up in your chart, which house, which life department this is highlighting for you in your chart. And new moon is always a great opportunity to ask for things, right? To create a list of intentions and place our intention out there and see them grow within time. But especially this new moon. This new moon is magical. It has the qualities of creating worlds. It has the qualities of creating the metaverse. And I'm going to connect it to the metaverse because I'm personally intrigued by the fact that we are creating the metaverse right now. And how appropriate that is with the conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces this year. And we'll get to it in a minute. I want to share my screen and show you the chart for the new moon. So let's share my screen. So this is the chart for the new moon in Pisces. I made this one for Los Angeles. This is where I live, but please feel free to make a chart for where you live. In an event, we're just going to talk about the energies and not the houses themselves. So first of all, we can see here the moon and the sun together at 12 degrees Pisces and together with Jupiter at 14 degrees Pisces. And Jupiter makes this such a beautiful moon because the sun and the moon in Pisces on their own, they're beautiful. It's a creative new moon. It's compassionate. It's bringing unconditional love. It is bringing spirituality. This is a really spiritual new moon. And with the Pisces, we are transcending anything that is human related, right? We're flying out to the cosmos, we're flying out to the universe, and we can download during this new moon anything we want. There is no boundaries with Pisces. So anything goes. Obviously, each sign has its own positive and negative traits. And talking about the positive side of Pisces is compassion and unconditional love, and treating everybody as equal and loving people and wanting to help people and touching into the highest spirituality space within ourselves. But it is also on the detriment side, on the negative side, it can be really disorienting. It can be delusional. It can be we're not sure what it is. We can't make our mind. We can't make up our minds. So since Jupiter is heading this conjunction, Jupiter brings expansion. It is bringing us good luck. It is bringing us faith. And this new moon is all about faith. How do we create our life? Through faith. And we are co-creating our life, especially in this new moon. We can see how we create, how we co-create. And talking about Jupiter, Neptune in Pisces, this is the conjunction that is so significant this year that is allowing us to tap into deeper abilities of us as co-creators. And this is why I talked about the metaverse. The fact that we are in human evolution right now, creating the metaverse, is showing us that if we create worlds such as the metaverse, we can also create worlds such as our life. What is the difference between the metaverse and our life? There is no difference. We're creating a virtual world, so like Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces, that are bringing something from the ether and creating it into reality. Yet, what is reality? It's virtual reality. So if we can create virtual world and we can create commerce in these worlds and we can create value, you know, right now NFT market is booming, right? And we create value to digital assets. So then we are running into the question of what are assets? How do we as society value something? What is the value that we give to something and what are assets? And look at the nodes in this new moon. The North Node is in Taurus and the South Node is in Scorpio. Now, the North Node in Taurus and Uranus in Taurus are talking about how do we create value, what is value for us, what is money for us. And with the cryptocurrency trends and even the banks are adopting the cryptocurrency lately, we are changing the perception, we're changing our perception of what is the monetary system. We're changing our perception on healing the earth, what is sustainability. So many beautiful projects are coming out to help us create more sustainability in our life and create more stability in our life, but in a different way, in a totally new way, because since we had the Saturn-Uranus square, and here is Saturn with Mercury in Aquarius right at this new moon saying, hey, there are wealth of new ideas and new technology that is coming out to the market, that is coming out into human consciousness, that is coming out into our individual life. And Saturn Mercury is saying, you got to pay attention. You got to be responsible for this new stuff that is coming out, which is technology, how we come as communities, how we communicate, what kind of new inventions, stepping out into space, all those are ruled by Aquarius, and how we form our belonging to others, because that has changed too, right? The pandemic and the Zoom platform have helped us to change how we belong. No more we are bound by space or where we live or the community we grew up with. Right now, we have the opportunity to reach out to like-minded community, to find our tribe. And we are figuring this out, that everybody has a tribe. We can all find where we belong to a certain community. And it is our responsibility, and that's Saturn, to create new structures, Saturn, of communications, Mercury in this new age, Aquarius. This is leading us to a whole new upgraded evolutionary stage in our human journey, in our human development, and on a personal level as well. This whole upgrade is all about us tapping into our deepest spirituality. Those are all those planets in Pisces. The deepest we can go and bring our faith with us. And what is faith? Faith is what we believe to be true. If we put our faith in something and we believe this to be true, then it's true. So whatever we believe that we can create, we can create. That means we have to be responsible, because we can create from a place of delusions, and that's the negative side of Pisces, or we can create from the best place possible, from unconditional love and caring and helping for others. And I think this chart is really showing us that we are stepping up in our human evolution. We are being upgraded, and we're embodying a new revolution. If until now we had the industrial revolution, then we had the technology revolution, right now we're stepping into the spiritual revolution. More and more people are waking up to their spirituality. If in the 60s we only had a small spearhead of waking up to spirituality, then in the 80s it got stronger, the 90s stronger, but right now we're creating critical mass of people that are waking up to our highest abilities, and to allowing ourselves as humans to develop more abilities and realizations about who we are, how we function, and what can we do with those capabilities. And look at this stellium in Capricorn. Venus, Mars, and Pluto are conjunct in Capricorn at the Pisces new moon. This is a powerhouse. Now, Mars goes around the sun in 2 years. So every 2 years, it will check out with Pluto and say, hey, Pluto, am I embodying the desires of the soul? So it's kind of a visiting Pluto and saying, am I doing a good job? Am I going and getting the right things for the soul evolution? Venus is checking out with Pluto every year, because she does the round in a year. And she says to Pluto, am I getting the values and the love that the soul needs? So on a soul level, we are all invited in this beautiful new moon to integrate our higher divine masculinity and our higher divine femininity, and integrate them in such a way. We have Pluto involved in such a beautiful way to show us the power that we can have if we integrate. Because if we are fragmented and we are acting out of our fragmentation, and we all are, we all have so many complex parts to ourselves. But if we integrate on such a high level, the yang and the yin, both together, we can be so powerful. And this gives us a hint. The fact that Pluto is here and this all stellium is in Capricorn, we are right now invited to do this integration in the highest way possible, because Capricorn is creating the system. In Capricorn, we create results. We're not just talking about things. We are creating something substantial in reality. That's why I like to talk about the metaverse. Because in the metaverse, we create a whole virtual world. But what is the difference between virtual metaverse and virtual projecting your intentions? There is no difference. Whoever creates the metaverse and participate in that game can participate in the game of life. And with this high integration of Venus and Mars, our values and wants and love, and our need and ability for action, the right action to create things, to bring stuff forward, and power to transform the existing system and create a new system, with social responsibility, Saturn and Mercury in Aquarius, with compassion and love and creativity and beautiful spirituality, going forward into a heightened era of tapping into our global community of the galactic, our birthright of being here as humans, as species on this spaceship called Earth, and create whatever we want to create. This life, this journey that we're on, is a drill in creation reality. We are creating, everything is energy. You know that, I know that. And we are learning, we are practicing in manipulating that energy in beautiful ways to create whatever we want. Back to the metaverse. That's why we are creating the metaverse. First, we created computers so we can find out how we work, because computers let us see how systems work, how knowledge system works. And we are in the knowledge revolution. We are becoming, instead of industrial workers, farmers, or working in factories, we are becoming knowledge workers. You know, in the past, whoever was smart was the person that knew a lot of knowledge. But now we have Google. We don't have to know. But what we have to know is, how do we manipulate, and in a good way, how do we put that knowledge together to create new things, to create new environment, to create new societies, to create new communities that will benefit us in the way that it will be the greater good for all, right? That is the Pisces component in this new moon. So I think and I feel that this new moon is kind of ushering us deeper into the age of Aquarius, into the beautiful part of our spiritual self. We are upgrading, we are embracing. We don't need organized religions anymore so much, because we understand that we can be in direct connection to the spiritual world. We don't really need a middleman. And the internet have created an ability for each and every one of us to seek our preferred communication styles, our preferred communities, and our knowledge to tap into whatever spiritual means for us. So that is a beautiful thing. And this particular new moon in Pisces is going to help us all get to the next level of our personal development and our evolutionary spiral. We're kind of creating a big movement forward as a collective. We understand that we don't live alone on this planet, and we need to take care of the earth itself, heal the earth. And so many beautiful projects and initiatives are coming out to heal the earth and create more sustainability. We understand that we need to heal the weather patterns. We understand that we are here together as communities and we have to take care of each other. We are less likely to want wars and bombs and chaos because we have been through a lot. Our DNA, our memories through history went through a lot of violence. We seek peace, and the moment we'll embrace each other as equal and we'll stop the separation, and that's the Saturn in Aquarius age, and stop the separation of judgment of others because they are different race or they're different color or they're different sex or whatever it is. If we stop that judgment and we embrace ourselves and we create societies that are here to help each other and support each other, we are propelling ourselves and the planet forward in such an accelerating mode. And we have been accelerating. You know that, I know that, we all have noticed that. And that acceleration just helps us get things done faster. And obviously technology is a great component in helping us getting things done in an efficient and faster way. So we are going to create spirituality on the one hand and technology on the other hand, and merge them, just like Mars and Venus are merging, integrating. And on our way, on our journey to do this integration, we're going to learn a great deal on how we are built as humans. What is this biological, physical, emotional, and spiritual machine that we live in? What are our capabilities? How can we take them to a higher degree? And how can we share that with the world? On March 5th, 3 days after the new moon, the sun will conjunct Jupiter, and that's going to give us a good idea of where we're going, this expansion, this understanding of how we can expand and accelerate and go out and go forward and create more. Then on March 6th, Venus and Mars are entering into Aquarius together. This is really important. Both male and female parts are going into Aquarius, saying this is another push forward to integrate our differences, to become cohesive and to do it together. Now in 2020, Jupiter and Saturn have conjuncted at 0 degree Aquarius. That is the degree that Venus and Mars are going to go into together on March 6th. That degree means a lot because Saturn and Jupiter are having their own cycle, which is about 20 years cycle, but they're always conjuncting in the same element for like 200 years. And they have been in the earth element for 200 years. And now this in 2020 was the first time they've conjuncted at 0 degree Aquarius, which is moving into the mental, the air element. So that will continue. They will continue conjuncting in the mental air element for the next 200 years. And that makes sense because they're actually bringing the vision. They're bringing knowledge. What is Aquarius? Aquarius is the future. It's futuristic oriented. It's inventions. It's uniqueness. It's authenticity. It's being equal. It's no judgment. It's accepting. Is cohesive. Is community. So they're bringing that's the social axis, the Jupiter-Saturn axis, which is creating structure, Saturn, and expanding, creating structure and expanding. And this is how the cycle evolves. But the fact that they conjuncted in Aquarius, they are bringing us the knowledge of the future that we need, the vision for the future, doing something different. We are creating a whole new vision for our future. And I think that this new moon with Venus and Mars stepping right into that degree, 0 degree Aquarius, just a few days after the new moon, is ushering us to create this new authentic version of humanity, a new authentic version of us, because this is happening somewhere in our chart. So wherever you have this new moon, this Pisces, degrees in your chart, this is the house and life department that is getting a boost in your life. But wherever you have Aquarius in your chart, this is a new vision that's coming for you. And what are you going to do with this new vision? We all have been through a lot with all those retrogrades, Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde in Capricorn, and we all have been shedding the old system and building up the new system for us. We're almost ready. There is this process that making us ready to step forward and become that new person. And we're doing it. But that's another step forward, this new moon. So to sum this up, I wish you a wonderful new moon. Set your intentions, put out there whatever you want to see in your life, and start watering the seeds, and they will grow. They will definitely grow. The more you repeat, the more they grow. If you like this video, give me thumbs up, like my video. I would appreciate that very much. And subscribe to my channel. I invite you to follow me here. And also follow me on Instagram at Astrology Dome, where I post the galactic news every morning. I post what's happening in the sky and gives you the heads up on the energies that are influencing our days and lives. So that's it. Enjoy your day and become the best version of yourself today and every day. I will see you next time.